Hello, everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4, Battle for the Bosporus as the Byzantine Empire. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we're defending our territory that we've taken from the Romanians. They really don't want us here, which is understandable. We've made a small breakthrough, and I really feel like at this point, we're actually appointing a pro-allied government. So if anything, it's a good thing that we're killing you right now. You are also British. We will hire you, because that could be actually pretty important. We'll actually maybe send you to spy down in Egypt, I guess? Because at some point we are going to invade Europe's old colonies down in the south. We do want all that territory for ourselves, because we're going to get cores on it at some point. Fingers crossed. Decisions available. We could crush the communist. And I'm trying to think, right now we get 15% stability out of that, which is pretty good. Yeah, no, we're gonna crush the communists. It'll take 120 days. I think in the meantime we will lose some points for prestige and war support, but eventually I think that gets resolved at the end, so let's not worry about it too much. We got improved artillery. Yeah, let's upgrade artillery for now. Everything else I think is looking pretty good, because we do have decent... Yeah, we do have 13,000 rifles. So we could build a lot of units if I had more recruit population. Probably after this war is done, we can maybe focus on at least building up our strength a little bit. But it is already 1938, so World War II is quickly approaching, which is a little bit scary. So we do need to kill the Romanians ASAP. Like, how much manpower do you guys have left? About 150,000. Like, I can't imagine your strength right now is really bad on everything you actually have at the moment. Also, I should be researching something that makes sense. You know, it is almost 1939, so I think it's completely fine. Yeah, let's get construction 3 ready. I really wish they would just stop trying to attack our units, so I can maybe do some maneuvering here. I'm trying to think, because we got a German army here. I mean, if we can push our way up the coastline, because that's not going to not be considered a river crossing. So if we can just take everything up past this big river, I think would be nice for us. Because at some point, the Romanian army has to stop attacking. I say that, but maybe they don't. What if we just send a bunch of units up here to try to get the kill? So we do have air superiority. Their units are very weak because they have basically no strength whatsoever. So we can push our way up north and make the front lines of Romania just very large. Would be really nice. Yes, you're a bunch of free resources, unlock investment schemes, utilize our strength. Thing is, like, most of these countries don't like us. But I've also defaulted on all of my debts already. Supporting more luxury, increasing mining operations. I guess we'll force the farmers into factories. That seems like a completely okay thing to do. It's going to cause a lot of stability, but we're going to get the stability back once we crush the communists. So I guess it's not as bad as it looks. Yeah, so keep on pushing. We've already taken a lot of the coastline. Because once Romania's front lines are spread out pretty thinly, we're just going to be in a much better situation. The Munich Agreement. So that means that Germany now owns Sudetenland. Eventually they're going to annex Czechoslovakia, which if anything actually means that they're going to have a direct border with the Romanians. We'll see how that kind of plays out in this war. I mean, I don't think there's any risk of us actually losing at this point.
Which has now been achieved.
And of course the Soviet Union is putting troops on our front line, which is something I do not appreciate. Yeah, but now that we've made a pretty decent breakthrough, I would say, we're looking okay. Romania, we've gotten them down to 88%. Yeah, now it's time for us to push against the river. Because, yeah, Romania basically has no strength whatsoever. They've lost almost 500,000 men. And I would say that's pretty bad for them. And then we'll probably throw this troop to go one province over. I mean, Bucharest is right there. It's right for the taking. So you are going to be leaving in 5 hours. Let's try to take over this other major city. I mean, how much is this city worth? This city is worth... I mean, it's actually only worth 1 victory point, which isn't as impressive as I thought it would be. But I mean, we've got to take Bucharest. Okay, so Bucharest is falling, getting Romania down to 48%. Their new capital is in, deep within Romanian territory. We could probably try to force our way through. We did get the heavy tank. Also, there's a lot of researches here that I apparently have not been doing. That's completely on my bad. We'll get the 939 rifle. We will then get better land doctrine and follow that up with probably battlefield support. I think overall that seems like a completely alright choice. I mean, I don't think Romania really has what it takes for us not just take the rest of their major cities. There we go. How much is this city worth? This city is worth 5 victory points, so we do want to take that when we can. This city will fall. This city is only worth 1 victory point, so it's not as important. Luckily, the breakthrough has been, I would say, pretty decent. I mean, the Romanians are trying to stop us, which is not completely unexpected, for sure. I think now is probably the time that we can start training at least a handful of divisions. Let's just say 10 infantry. I know we have, like, basically no manpower right now, but that will be resolved soon enough, I would say. You just gotta go over to Kulj. Once we take Kulj, we should be completely okay. I think, at least. Also, thank you for 42 support equipment. I'll take it. And with this city falling, that should be the end of Romanian resistance. Also got 4.5 thousand rifles out of it. I will take it. So, I know that we need Romania for us to actually fulfill some of these requirements. Let me just go down to... Yeah, Triumph in the Balkans. Reestablish the Parran, requiring the control of Romania's southern and coastal states. I don't know what's considered southern and coastal, so I'll just take over the entire country for now. We'll worry about that later. Next up, though, we have to have a border with French Syria. Because war with them is, I would think, inevitable. No, do not turn on night and day. It really does not work that well. But the Axis is continuing to get stronger and stronger. I don't know what Hungary is planning to do, like with Transylvania. Faction members justifying war. You're already. No, this is for the first Vienna Award, which is for Hungary. Oh no, you're manually justifying a war against Poland. I don't know why you'd manually justify it, but let's not worry about that then. France, of course, is already throwing a lot of troops on our border. Yeah, because you're now guaranteed by the British. Not a fan of that, I would say. Maybe I think it's time for us to start producing at least a handful of heavy tanks. It's going to take us a while to actually use them effectively. But you've got to start somewhere. Also, I guess we'll trade with the Dutch East Indies, at least for right now. Like France, you have 24 to 155 divisions. A decent amount of manpower. But of course, we won't be able to core all of this territory until we also own Bulgaria, Albania, and Montenegro, and Yugoslavia. Triumph of Italy, Triumph of the Levant, and Triumph for Egypt and Tunis. I mean, the thing is, that requires a war against... We also bypass and focus this. That's nice. We don't have to do this. We set the on-map civilian factory to every country in the Balkans that has high opinion of us. Stability goes up. Yeah, no, this seems completely fine. 35 days is not too expensive. I mean, here's the thing, like, with Italy, we need to attack them at some point. But they're probably going to join the Axis, which is a problem. What if I go to war with Italy first? Here, it's going to be weird, for sure. But what if we go to war with the Italians right now before World War II actually begins? I'm going to invade Czechoslovakia. I think we got rid of the communists. We got a little bit more war support. Zog has submitted to Italy. That's another country that we do need to take from them. We'll throw, let's say, a handful of divisions on the Albanian border. And I think a war against Italy shouldn't take that long for Germany to just completely steamroll. Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's Italy, right? So what do I need to actually do the conquest of Italy? Control all Italian states in Europe. Fair enough. Which I'm assuming is everything that they actually have a core on. It's not actually exactly clear. But if I can get cores over the entirety of the Italian peninsula, that way I think would be pretty good for us. Yeah, because Rhodes is actually a core of ours. You are also a core of ours. I mean, we'll take over the entire peninsula, but Germany, of course, can have access to significantly more territory in the future. So we have 13,000 rifles, which is pretty good for us. I think we'll go for a little bit more fighters and bombers. Have a little bit more air superiority, of course, will be really, really nice for us. And this will be done, again, in 30 days. Nobody's backing the Italians, which is not a surprise. I mean, Germany has a lot of troops on the Polish border, but I think once we're actually at war, this will change. It'd be hilarious, though, if Germany just ends up losing to the Italians. But again, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, let's go for the 1940 support weapons. I mean, I guess there is still the possibility that Italy does not or Germany doesn't actually even join the war against the Italians. And if they don't, that there is a problem there. We'll actually activation 2 as well. So I don't want to import any factories. Ready to get a Tarki. 2 military factories. No, that's definitely better. Give me 3 military factories. That's significantly better than 3 civilian. As far as I'm concerned, at least. As we finish our Costas Belli, I am going to save just in case this does not work out. Which is entirely possible. Okay? But if we declare a war, proven relationship with Bulgaria, nothing else matters here. Call allies. Will Germany join the war? You will not accept. You protect against Italy. Through an opinion of us. If I can actually improve relations with you ever so slightly, that should get us what we need. Apparently, we're also getting navally invaded by the Italians. Okay, so Italy is already prepared for a war, which is completely okay. I mean, I can actually deploy these units right here without too much problem. We'll actually sign you under a different commander for at least right now. You're actually all really, really good. Have you noticed that? I'll put you in charge here of this army, though. You guys can be the Orange Army. Also, wait, you guys are going to Greece. Right, actually, go here. Thank you. But once we have slightly better relations, your opinion of us is by 20, allied towards the Byzantine Empire. The problem is that they feel protective over Italy, which is a problem. Okay, you guys actually need... Yeah, no, you keep on going there. That seems fine. They're about to have a basic breakthrough in Albania. Oh, now Germany wants to join the war. Okay, well, thank you very much. Because did Italy take troops off this border? They did a little bit. You got to move troops off this Polish border now? It looks like they are going to move at least a handful of troops. I appreciate that. Are you my core? Yes, you are. Wait, no. This, of course, is my core state. I'm not... My core territory is Greece. I mean, technically, I think all of this is my core, but, you know, worry about that afterwards. Why are you in the ocean? I'm very no. Why are you in the ocean? Why did I'm a little bit disappointed. Let me just put it that way. You guys actually just stay here. If Italy wants to have some troops in Albania, that's... Or not in Albania, in Greece, that's completely okay. Let's send you up the coastline here. I mean, again, Italy, there's no chance of them actually winning the war in the long run. All of my planes, of course, should be in Greece. Also, why are you set to 26? What a weird number for you to be set to. At least be set to 100 each. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys hold that front. You guys are fine where you are. I mean, if Italy wants to send troops onto this front line here, I'm kind of okay with it. If anything, I'm surprised that Germany's having such a hard time pushing their way through the mountains up north. Which I guess is fine. Once Fate of Czechoslovakia is done, this should, I think, connect properly. If I'm not mistaken. Italy has 4,920 divisions. We can theoretically be outnumbered by the Italians. I'm not too sure yet. And if more Italian troops come towards this front line, that's actually kind of okay for us. There is a ton of Italian ships, though. Mobilize the economy, which goes for more war support, engage tourism. Yeah, no, I don't see why would... I'm already at war, so why would I want to encourage tourism? Seems like maybe a bad idea there. So we have 9,000 rifles. We did get better rifles. And because I have so many already in storage, I think it's completely okay for us to switch this over. Oh yeah, we lost factories because of them taking over this location. That actually makes a lot of sense. I was wondering, like, why do I have less factories? It's because they own Athens, idiot. Also, Germany is doing very, very poorly. Like, much poorer than I would have imagined. So Hungary is now here. Germany has taken over Czechoslovakia. Good for them. All I'm hoping is that they don't decide to start World War II yet. Because that would be a little bit of a mistake. I do at least have some ships. Not many, but some. I'm trying to think, like, what can we do here? I mean, Yugoslavia, 14 to 34 divisions. But you're not in a faction, right? No, you're in no faction. You at least have air superiority over... You don't have air superiority. How do you have 900? How do you have 2 to 1 in terms of aircraft? How do you not have air superiority in the region? That's my question. Let's see if we can at least push you guys out of Athens. At least maybe try to surround the city a little bit. Take over this location in Greece again. Surround the city of Athens. Okay, they have made a slight breakthrough. You three go towards this front line. Thank you. So maybe Belgium join the Allies. Does that matter? Like, we're not at war with you guys quite yet. Apparently, Belgium is going for an interventionist focus, which is a little bit surprising. Usually they do stay neutral until they actually get declared war on by the Germans. Clear the slums with building slots. 66,000 manpower is okay. Rejuvenate Athens. I mean, we don't own Athens, which could be seen as a problem. You know, let's upgrade our army. At least for right now. Germany. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. They really are just doing a very, very poor job. Which is unfortunate. I was hoping that Germany would be a little bit better suited for war. Also almost 300,000 men. I was going to say that like this might be making them into a worse situation for when World War II comes. I don't think that's necessarily true. Mostly because Germany usually can kill France relatively easily. We still have decent manpower. Are you in mountains? It's... Please, let me just click this province. Like, look, it's not even close to selecting you. Okay, you go here. Let's at least kick the Italians out of Greece proper. Why are you doing so poorly? I mean, air superiority is at negative 13% modifier. Didn't combat with. Okay, I think we will be able to push our way through here. We're 90, 75. I mean, they are reinforcing, which is not a big surprise. Athens does have a port. What else do we want to research? I mean, we're going to get some more land doctrine research soon. Let's go for the 1940 artillery. So, Germany, what are you focusing on now? Okay, you're still doing the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, which does make sense. Italian manpower is still looking okay. Germany has not pushed through the border at all, even remotely. Let's build some factories deep within our territory. Should be at least a little bit safer there. Recovery rate, or a little bit more recruited population. I think 0.2%. It's not a ton, but it is something. Again, it would be nice to kick Italy out of Albania because, like, we need to go to war with Italy at some point, anyways. There really is no doubt about that. I'm just worried that if these guys start World War II a little bit early, like this is going to be done in 26th of March, so next year. But now Russia, what do you mean you're justifying a war goal against us? For Bessarabia? Okay, we're entering actually into a pretty tricky situation, I would say. I'm just trying to think. Because you're justifying a war against us. Ribbentrop Pact gets removed in August. Look, Russia. Just stay on your side of the border, please, and thank you. But I do think that at least for right now, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, run a thumbs up. Not enjoy, click thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.